All right. Cool. And it
Yeah,
looks like we got old reliable Charles always tuning in. Righto.
yeah. Where is he?
Let's
There.
let's get kicking and started. We got the Queensland team live.
Yeah.
Q
Hey,
Q and A.
Charles.
Q.
Oh,
Oh, Charles just
got
Charles just
disconnected. He's
yeah.
probably using a phone.
That's all good. Now let's go. Let's get cracking into it. Some good questions,
Yeah.
Melissa. Fire away. Q and
Okay.
A time.
Yeah, I have, I think, only one at the moment. Just, I'm not sure if you received that email. I sent an email about the inquiry form in the website, because there are parents, because North GC team has a new location in Carrara, and
Yeah.
then like they probably don't know that Carrara location is North Gold Coast. So when they choose the drop down, so they probably select Queensland as a state, and then they select
Yeah.
region as South Gold Coast, and
Yeah.
then the inquiry is all related about, like, inquiring about the Carrara location. So I have received, like, probably five already inquiries for that. So I sent an email just asking if it's possible to, like, for example, if they select Queensland, maybe they can select Brisbane or Gold Coast, and then when they select Gold Coast, they can just choose all the five venues or six venues in the
Yeah.
Gold Coast, something like that, if it's possible. Yeah.
Yeah. I did see your email. Did Erin get back to you? Because we discussed this on our
No,
alignment
not
call.
yet.
Okay.
Not none
I'll
yet.
give
Not
her
yet.
I'll give her a little bit of a nudge. By the way, Melissa, just when you do give us an email, because
Uh-huh.
you address it to all four of us, we were a little bit confused if
Yeah.
somebody's already gotten in touch with Melissa. So
Okay.
I said to Erin to get in touch because that's her department. But
Yeah, yeah.
I know the confusion. Unfortunately, we can only have one territory on the form that it gets routed to because we've got automatic routing in the background so that if somebody types in South Gold Coast in the Dropbox menu, it goes to the
Mm-hmm.
South box. We can't have multiple different venues. We can only have one assigned territory per franchisee email. So it is a bit of a limitation. Just monitor it, see if they keep coming through. I think for now, I know you're forwarding these to Rhoda, I believe, which is
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
very nice of you. I think for now, just do that as a workaround.
Okay.
Forward them to Rhoda, and if it becomes like a reoccurring thing where there's like 10 or 15 coming in per month,
Mm-hmm.
we might have to change the wording of North Gold Coast or South Gold Coast, which would be a bit tricky.
Okay. All right.
But thank you for bringing that up. Hey
Okay.
guys, Charles, Miguel, LBB, Penrith, let's get those beautiful faces going. Where are the cameras at? Hey,
Just walking around.
there we go. Okay, Q and A time, guys. Who's going next? Miguel, fire away. I think you're on mute, by the way.
Uh, I just want to ask about the coaching clinic. Is it still on the 17th?
Of April?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, so I changed the key calendar date. All of it says date to be determined. We're finalizing the drills.
Ah, yeah, okay.
We're finalizing all the drills at the moment. As soon as I've got confirmation, I'll be putting an email out. But for now, it's to be determined for Queensland, Vic, and New South Wales. But it's going to happen most likely in May.
May, okay. All right, May. All right, no worries.
Cool.
Still, I'm organizing carpooling with the coaches because I'm really far away from Joe and the Pakenham guys.
Yeah, we're gonna try pick a location that's central to all the territories.
Yeah, no worries.
How are you going with your coaching replacement? Have you got candidates in the
Good.
pipeline?
Yeah, good so far. We got a few guys already in, and then yeah, we very busy in the next few weeks. So yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine. I'd imagine. Awesome, Miguel. Hey, Lito and Luby, I think this is your first Q and A. Welcome to Emile's Q and A.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Good to have you on board. Okay, who wants to fire away next? Question time. What can I help? What can I assist with?
I'd like to ask about the training kits. Yep. So when we purchase the training kits from the head office, when we order, so there is some there's a purchase price there, all right? And then when the parents order the training kit on the website,
Hmm.
okay, so when we order, uh we pay the royalty for that, right?
I'm not
No.
understanding.
Okay. When we order from the head office,
Hmm.
we pay the royalty for that, or is it only when the parents order from the site?
When you when you
When we
purchase,
order like a bulk order,
yeah,
the
do
head
you pay
office.
a royalty fee on that order? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
No, it's just a
No.
sale.
Okay, so that's only when the parents purchase from the website.
Correct.
That's the only time.
Exactly.
All right.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. No worries. Who's up next? I want to get as many in. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Which questions do we have?
Roxanne, a question to the girls yesterday about the Stripe payment. Because one of the parents asked if we do a direct debit through Stripe, so they won't have to pay the credit card charge, something like that.
Oh, okay. That is all right. I misinterpreted her message. I thought she was talking about payouts.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I get you. Unfortunately, Miguel, with operations and our standard procedures, everything's got to go through the website, because that's the only way we track our royalty fee. It's 10% comes off that. So unfortunately, we don't have a way around like a direct Stripe link.
yeah,
So yeah, everything's got to go to the website. You're probably going to get maybe one or two parents in your lifetime that complains about the merchant fee. Uh,
yeah,
but you know, Miguel, it's 2026. I just paid for something now. There was a merchant fee.
yeah. They're
It
like,
comes with it.
because they didn't want to pay the $3 extra, and I was like, I was like telling Roxanne, oh yeah, just brush it off, and she's like, no, 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 I want to get the answers. And I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, okay.
it's hard. You'll soon realize it's very hard to keep all your customers happy. Uh,
Yeah.
they've all got their individual demands, and um, something like transaction fee. It's a common one in 2026. I misinterpreted her message. I thought she was saying how she can get automatic payouts uh,
All right.
on Stripe Enable. Cool. Charles,
Yeah.
I might go to you, then I'll go to Melissa.
Hey everyone. Going back to Melissa's issue, I'm having the same issue with Wavell Heights, Albany Creek as well.
Mm,
Um, yeah, they're kind of inquiring. They want to do something, for example, but they're inquiring for both. So I
I
guess I'll keep an eye out on that. But
yeah,
my question is Queensland All Star Day happening? Because I,
happening.
I think that will separate us Queensland little boomers compared to our competition here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Charles, yeah, I know it's important to you. We're working on it. Don't worry. As soon as I've got an update with you, I'll let you know. I know you brought this up, I think, a couple other Q&As ago. We are working on some things. We do want to have All-Star Day happen in Queensland. We would love to have All-Star Day happen in Queensland. That's what our goal is. We may look at doing what's called a battle zone, which is on the resource center, which is like a mini All-Star Day. And we're thinking about having a franchisee lead that event. But as soon as I have more information, Charles, and we've got a date locked in and we're ready, you'll be hearing from me. I'm going to put out an email.
Yeah, because retention rate wise, I'm finding a lot of parents and kids are trying little movements once, maybe twice, two terms, and then after that they're going trying to make a competitive join actual club comps. So if we can show the public that Queensland All Star Game is here, that's going to separate us. They'll keep them staying.
How many, Charles, do you know your numbers? How many people, what percentage of people from your total member base are moving to competitions?
No,
Okay.
I do have what's the word? Honest parents who said they're going to try out for club comp, but
Yeah.
a lot of them just disappear without giving feedback. So
Yeah.
I know
So,
that's why
so
they're not coming back.
yeah. So what I recommend, Charles, is because, I'll answer it in two questions. I definitely recommend when you're making, like when you're coming to a conclusion, make sure you've got data to support it. So for example, if you've got 100 members and 10 of those members verbally said to you, I'm doing competition, that means you're losing 10% of your members every single term to competition, which is okay. There's a healthy amount of churn to have in the business. Um, I think where it happens is, and we have this as well happen to some of our other New South Wales franchisees. Competitions is always going to be something that parents want later on. And we know franchisees, sometimes they can get a little bit upset. Oh man, I'm losing this member to competition. I'm losing this member to competition because some parents just want to go down that competitive route where there's game day once a week and there's training. The unfortunate thing is our business model is always going to specialize in the grassroots space, learn to play, having fun. Um, and we're not going to be pivoting to competition just yet. If anything changes in the future, you never know. But what I would recommend you do, Charles, is look at your data metrics and see why they're leaving. Like look at their sticky points and see if you can get an anonymous feedback survey to figure out why they're leaving. Did they get bored? Maybe they're ready for the next program up. Maybe they're ready to go from mini boomers to little boomers. Maybe they didn't show up for 3 weeks and they figure there's no point re-enrolling because we really, we didn't even really get to do the program. See what the data shows you. And I know it's a bit hard because parents ghost you when you're trying to get feedback from them or call them to see where they're at and see what the data shows you. And then I'd love for you to come bring that data to me. We can have a discussion to see what's happening with the retention rate. And if like there's a high number of parents that are leaving to go to competition, maybe the opportunity to run a JBC, junior basketball competition that we do offer after Mighty Boomers might be the appropriate choice. Does that make sense, Charles?
Yeah. Um, just a bit of data verbally. I don't know how to get the metrics accurate, but the three main ones is they want to try other sport, they want to do club comp, or just basketball is not for them. They just try it once. Just from the
Yeah.
verbal conversations I've had, there are the three metrics.
Yeah, and that's why, by the way, Charles, for those that are on RMS, and this is good for everybody to know, one of the memberships that we offer on RMS is Gold membership. It's a Gold VIP membership where you can book for a whole year, and it's the only time we give a discount. You get a 16% discount on term savings, but the parent pays up front for the whole year. And the reasoning behind that is if a parent commits for a full year, seasonality changes don't matter. If they do soccer term 2, whatever in term 3, it doesn't matter. You've got them locked in. You've got them secured for a whole year up front. And I think we've pilot tested the gold membership. About 25% of my members are gold. So they're booked in for the whole year. They get a 16% discount savings, but they're committed for the whole year. And what that does is it kind of mitigates any seasonality changes that happen throughout the year, Charles. So that's something exciting that's a part of the RMS.
Cool. Thank you.
Cool. Melissa, you were going to ask a question?
Yeah. No, actually, I was just about I just wanted to share something with Miguel, if that was all right, regarding
Yeah.
his Stripe question, because Erin helped me last term with one situation, because when the registrations were closed and then there were like wait list inquiries from parents, and I did have a lot of spots last term one. So like I did the free trial, and then the parent wanted to continue, let's say, with the last 2 or 3 sessions. She still wanted to pay for it. So I went to Erin and asked her, because I know the registrations was closed, if there was a way for me, because it's still income for me regardless if it's just the last three sessions. I mean, why not, right? The parents still wanted to pay for those 3 sessions. So Erin gave me like an idea to do a manual booking, something like that.
Manual booking, back end booking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was very helpful, because at least that's very flexible for our system. But I did so they paid me through Stripe. So the merchant fee, I covered it, because the Stripe doesn't have that feature to pass on the merchant fee. So it's that, I think if they register through our website, it's good that our system was able to pass on the merchant fee to the customers. But if you really want to give, I think, to that parent, you have to pay for it,
Yeah.
and then you will have to just do the manual reporting of the manual income. Erin can help you with that, so that she can charge you for the royalty fee. I think she does that like manually. They send us an
Yeah.
invoice for all the royalty fees if you really want to. it's her choice.
Yeah.
I think as a franchisee, if you want to shoulder the merchant fee for for them,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
think
just an option.
yeah, I think the way to go, Melissa, if you've got that way, because I just want to make sure it's clear, and I've got to be careful what I'm saying as well, because I know a lot of people are going to watch this video.
Yeah.
We Our primary is having people come on the main website because that's where everything gets connected. That's where everything goes. In the event where registrations close and you have a parent say, oh my God, can I book in, please, please, please? Where our policy in Little Boomers is okay. You can have you can do a back end booking where we do a back end enrollment. Miguel, if you're confused on how to do that, I think there's a YouTube video on that, and Erin can help you. But you do a back end booking, and that allows us to track the royalty fee. And then once that's done, then you can tell the parent, hey, you know, it's 195. You can transfer me 195 or whatever. But as long as it's done on the back end of the booking, because the royalty fees, all that. It's a very important policy at Little Boomers Basketball. So just make sure if you're going to do it on week 5, by the way, this is in the event where registration's closed, all your primary methods done on the website. Parent comes up to you. I think Tano asked Emile, I got this parent asking me week 5, what do I do? Back end enrollment gets tracked, royalty fees there, and then you can sort out the payment. But the main thing is you're tracking it on the system because yeah, that's the main thing for us. But thank you for sharing that, Melissa. And I also want to go back to something that you said, Charles, as well. A little suggestion to give you. So, Charles, if you're noticing parents dropping off throughout the term, you can kind of sense where a kid's losing engagement. Maybe the drills are too easy for him. Maybe he's not finding it challenging enough. Always offer the next program up before the end of the term. So, for example, if they're at Little Boomers and you can see in weeks 5 and 6, like they're mucking around, they're finding it easy, they're not really enjoying the program, or they don't feel challenged, go up to the parent, have a conversation before re-enrollments open and say, hey, I think Jimmy's ready for the next program, the Mighty Boomers program from 9 to 12. It's a big step up in their journey. He's going to be playing with bigger kids. The drills are a lot more advanced. So have that conversation before the renewal period, because Mary does that in my area. When she goes to, because I'm going to be honest with you, and I mean no disrespect, every parent thinks they're ready for the competition. Every parent says he's ready for competition. He's ready where he can barely dribble up and down full court. No, he's ready for competition. So parents have that mindset. They want to, they want their kid to progress. They want their kid to get better. They want their kid to make it to that next level up. When Mary senses that a child's dropping off or they're not as engaged anymore, or the parents thinking about, kind of moving to something more advanced, Mary would go up to them and say, hey, I think they're ready for the next program up. And she'll say, this is a uniform, make it feel, like it's a next step up in their journey. And that saves a lot of parents. And they say, okay, cool, I'm ready. Because they don't really think that the next program up is actually lot more harder. And the Mighty Boomers program is it's an intense program. I'm not gonna lie with you. It's challenging. You got layups, you got rebounding, you got everything there. So that might serve you well, Charles.
Yeah, I've been talking weekly to certain parents, and some have moved up. One
Yeah.
parent, one mini parent said, "Oh, they're not bouncing the ball, etc." So she tried a free trial for 10 minutes. The mini played a little, and the kid got intimidated with the height of the hoop,
Yeah,
bigger
literally.
kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. Some parents think the kids are ready, but the kid got intimidated. So
We get that all the time. We say,
mm.
hey, let him trial in Mighty Boomers. He does the Mighty Boomers, and then she's shocked because he can't even move up and down the court because he's worried and he's very shy.
And
And
one
I
thing
just
I
want,
want to share to everyone, we implemented a category award: most improved, most promising, someone who's willing to step up, looks like you're ready to step up, and defense and sportsmanship. That most promising worked, Emil. The parent
good,
came up to me. We gave the certificate, and then they've actually signed for from little to mighty. So it's
awesome.
just telling the coaches have voted. It's coaches vote, and it's actually worked.
Yeah.
Encouraging kids to step up because they got bored in the little booms class. They were too good,
Yeah.
so they stepped up. They actually
And
signed again for term
And
two.
that's really good, Charles. That's an example of, trialing something and seeing if it works or not. And the last thing I'll say before I take a question, um, that's we're spending a lot of time right now getting our Model B program up and going because that is probably going to be one of the biggest factors that influence retention rate. It's not, I mean, I know All-Star Day is important, but what we've noticed is parents will say, the drills feel repetitive. The skills feel repetitive. And if you've got a mini boomer or a little boomer that does a program for 2, 3 years, there's no variation. So at the moment, we've been spending all this time getting this Model B program done so that, for example, term one is Model A, term two is Model B, term three is Model A, term four is Model B. And just having a different program, a different curriculum is going to add that variation so things don't get stale and every second term would feel different. So we've been investing a lot of time and energy into that. And that was actually one of the suggestions Bricks, Lito's son, gave us at the Penrith grand opening. So we've been working
Well,
hard on that.
we noticed the kids don't like to pass, so we implemented passing drills on our own. They
Yeah,
basically just go up and down, pass, chest pass, bounce pass, one hand pass, overhead pass. And since then, the game's really improved. Like the
good.
skill levels improved. So sorry, I didn't tell you
No,
guys,
no,
but
that's
we just
good.
implemented passing, more passing.
Cool. Very nice, Charles. I've got 8 more minutes, team. Who has got some questions?
So, Emil,
Oh,
Yeah.
so we'll just disregard the age. If the child is ready to go up to the next age group, then it's fine.
Yeah, Luby, it's not a hard and fast rule. Like it's not a hard and fast rule, meaning if I've got a child that's 8 years old and they're not nine yet, but they're really good, they're skillful, they're developed, they're athletic, they're killing the program. I wouldn't go say to that parent, no, 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 I need your birth certificate until you're 9 years old, and then you can do the Mighty Boomers program. I would look at it from a case by case basis. And if they're ready for the Mighty Boomers program, ready in terms of skill development and they've got a basic foundation, by all means, if they haven't turned nine yet, you
Yep.
can you can have them do the Mighty Boomers program for
Yes.
sure.
We had one mini, he's 5, and the dad wanted to push him. He signed him up for little boomer 6 to 8 year olds this term one. First 2 weeks, he was like so not lost, but just it was a bit too much for him. But after the second week, he got the hang of it, and he's only
Yeah,
5.
yeah, yeah. And you know what? As franchise operators, guys, because I know Mary does this, our job is to always realign the expectations of the parent. Because parents, as I said before, they just want to go through the ranks. I want to get him to the top. Let's go for the next one. But our job as franchise owners is to educate the importance of skill development. That, hey, I know he's doing well in this program, but skill development comes through repetition. Repetition, repetition, repetition. If you put him into the next program and he's not ready, not only will he be behind in skill development, but his confidence will be shattered when he realizes he tries to do a layup and he can't even hit the net. So, as franchisees, we kind of want to respectfully educate the parents about the importance of skill development and how, if they do the program for another term and they don't move to the next age group, that's not a loss. That's not a loss. That's actually a gain because it's going to allow them to refine and refine and refine their skill development so that when they do the next program, they're ready to go. They've got a basic foundation. Because for every program, there's a foundation. Minis has got a foundation. Littles has got a foundation. Mighties have got a foundation. And then the JBC has got a foundation. So just make sure we're educating our parents on that. That's really important. Couple minutes, team. 6 minutes. Great questions. Melissa, you were going to ask something.
yeah. You mentioned the JBC. My question is actually about that. Like, is
Mhm.
there a criteria for the franchisees to be able to launch a junior basketball competition program, or when can we like offer that? Because
Yeah, good question. There's no criteria, but I'll tell you some learning lessons that's happened with the other franchisees, right?
Mm-hmm,
You know how sometimes you get all these expression of interests for preschoolers programs, and then you think, oh my
mm-hmm,
God, there's so much interest for the preschoolers program. You open up the
mm-hmm,
class, and then there's two kids enrolled, and then you ask yourself, what the heck happened to all these other 8, 10, 12 parents that were interested in the preschoolers program? What I would suggest as a goal is if you open up a junior basketball competition right now and you have Mighty Boomers program, it's cannibalization. Your parents are just going
mm-hmm,
to go from Mighty Boomers to JBC or JBC to
mm-hmm,
Mighty Boomers. And what have you done there? You've just done a sideways move. So my recommendation of when you should be ready to run JBC, if you've got at least 4 to 5 Boomers classes that are sold out, I know that
mm-hmm,
sounds a lot,
mm-hmm.
but if you're running a couple on the weekday and a couple on the weekend and they're sold out and you've got a base of 80 to not 80 to 100 Mighty Boomers, you're ready to open up a JBC to get them through.
Okay, yeah,
But if
got
you've
it.
only if you've only got one or two Mighty Boomers, Because at the moment at Riverwood, we got Mighty Boomers on Monday,
Mm,
Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's seven Mighty Boomers, almost full.
mm.
Junior basketball competition is for those kids that have done two or three terms of the Mighty Boomers
Mm.
that are ready for game development.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that can be an option for Charles as well if he has enough mighty boomers already. Because I did mention that like to I have a mighty boomer that has been with us for two terms, and we asked him like if he's gonna be like going to the club, and then we mentioned that Little Boomers Basketball as a franchise, like as a company, we do have that junior basketball program, but
Yeah.
it depends on our numbers. So that's what I told them, because that's I know that we cannot like just launch something and then the numbers are not there. So
A
but
franchisee's done
yeah,
this before.
yeah,
A couple of parents said, "Hey, can we have a competition?" Da da
yeah,
da. Okay,
yeah,
okay, let's
yeah,
do it. They got the
yeah,
class. What happened?
mm-hmm,
All the Mighty Boomers just went from here
yeah,
to here, and
yeah,
now their
yeah,
Mighty Boomers
yeah,
class is empty.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah,
the if you want to talk about what your bread and butter is, the
mm,
bread and butter is Mighty Boomers program. It's a fantastic 8 week program with skill and game development with really fun drills.
mm,
That's your bread and butter. A
mm,
JBC should only be not a substitute, but something down
mm-hmm,
the track once you've built a clientele of mighties.
yeah,
Melissa, we're not ready. I
yeah,
emailed parents and spoke to them verbally in person.
uh-huh,
I didn't get enough interest, and I'm not starting a JBC
oh,
unless if I
okay,
have 12 committed players.
yeah, because
Yeah.
you need the numbers,
Because what
yeah,
I
that's right,
found is some kids get sick. So if you only have 10, it's going to be only
You're
like three on
finished. Yeah,
three
yeah.
game.
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
So
you're in
I
trouble
need
as well.
12 committed, and I
yeah,
couldn't get
yeah,
the
Yeah.
numbers, so I scrapped it. I
And that's
tried,
it.
Melissa. I asked around, I asked the parents, and
mm-hmm,
I got
And Charles,
crickets.
that's sorry to interject. That's the other thing as well. With mini boomers or little boomers, if you've got 8 to 10 kids or even less, you can run that class. But if you don't have the minimum numbers for junior basketball competition and there's 8 kids, they're not going to want to play a 4-on-4 or a 3-on-4 or a 3-on-3. That's not a
Yeah,
proper full court game. So then you have to refund them. It's a headache.
I have to pay
Just
the refs.
focus on getting mighty boomers, getting 80 to 100. I know it sounds a lot, but it's achievable. Focus on getting 80 to 100 mighty boomers every single term and then have a JBC as a flow-on effect. Cool. One more question, team. Any takers? One more. Luby's there. Luby, you enjoying the Q&A style? First time on? You liking it?
Yep, yep.
Give it to Luby. It's her first time. Take the
All right,
last one,
first
Luby.
time. Luby, you got the last question. And
No,
if I
I
answer
don't
it
have
right,
I
I
don't
get
have a question. I just want to share something with the we have a student in Mighty Boomers. She was with the was, but because she's not enrolled at the moment, for one, two, three terms in Penrith, and she applied for the for a club, the Penrith Panthers.
yeah.
She was chosen. She was selected, and she is doing competitions now. But the parent still contacted me last week, and they still wanted to come back to the Mighty,
Wow.
because the mom said that she has learned a lot from the Mighties, and still want to come back to to master the skills. Yeah,
Luby,
yeah,
that is incredible.
yeah,
I just need you to promise me one thing. Do you know out of all the content that we post we post a lot of reels and a lot of content on our social media page. Do you know out of all the content we post, which one gets the most traction from parents and the most conversion from parents?
yeah.
Could you get if anyone could guess?
The testimonials from
What about
parents.
it? Yeah, but let's dive deeper. What type of testimonial? You've got a parent saying, "Yeah, I love Little Boomers basketball. It's so good. Sign up today." What type of testimonials?
One that
about
went to
confidence,
competition.
No,
about
nope.
building confidence, or y-
Yeah, yeah. A lot. I'll give you the answer. It's UGC type content. Does anyone know what UGC stands for?
mm,
UGC stands for user generated content. Do you know when you guys are scrolling on Facebook and you see some influencer say, "Hey, I just opened up this product. Let me try it on." Blah blah blah. Yeah, yeah. Blah blah blah. That's user-generated content. The reason why this content performs so well is because a customer sees it used by another customer. What the content that performs the best is not only a testimonial, but it's a case study of a little boomer that was here with a lack of confidence, lack of skill development, lack of whatever, everything that is involved, and has now made it to X, their school basketball team, their representative basketball team, whatever it is, they've accomplished something. If you can show a journey from where they were before
Before, yeah.
and where they are now, we've got a piece of content. I don't know if you guys see it. It's Cameron. Cameron started. He was a
Yep.
mini boomer.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I've
he was
used
he was
that. Yep.
yeah, Cameron.
I
He was a
love
mini
it.
boomer, and there was a before photo, and then it's an after photo. He got selected for Division Two Northern Bears basketball team, a high up representative team. That content does incredibly well um, with parents because they see the journey that the child took from before and after, and they want that same journey for their
For
child.
the child, yeah.
But it shows progression. So, Luby, my one suggestion to wrap up this Q&A was bring this person down and get a professional video crew
Yeah.
and document it on camera a before and after content and
Okay.
just blast it everywhere on social media because that type of content really it really trumps.
Luby, can I share that content once you've done?
Oh yeah.
Royalty fees, but Charles, you're gonna
We'll do that. We'll do that.
charge a royalty fee per view. You get royalty fee per view. That's funny. All right, guys. That's the end of the Q&A. Thank you guys for jumping on
Thank you,
board.
Emil. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
Thank you to
Emile.
my
Thanks, everyone.
all good. Thank you to my regulars for coming on. And Blito and Luby, thank you for joining. Hopefully we can see you on the next one
Bye,
of these
everyone.
2 o'clock.
Bye, everyone. Have a good week.
God
Bye-bye.
bless.
And
Happy
happy
Easter.
Easter. Yeah,
Happy
have a good
Easter.
Easter.